Hello everybody and welcome back to another Rockabilly guitar lesson, and today I'll show you how to play the solo from Curtis Gordon's Sittin' On Top of the World, which was recorded in March 1956 at Owen Bradley's studio, and it took more than a year before it was released on Mercury in April 1957. The Cashbox wrote, "Here is an intriguing blues item tantalizingly fashioned by the distinctive voice of Curtis Gordon. Side has a flavorful rock and beat and should attract considerable attention in the jukes, over the counter, and on the air." It was not really a hit back in the days, but it is now on the rockin' scene. What a fantastic track Sittin' On Top of the World is, or what a fantastic version Curtis Gordon recorded there. The solo is special because it's basically a steel guitar solo played by Al Murray. I believe Dusty Stewart played just the bass strings on his electric guitar. But I combined both the steel guitar and the electric guitar to play the solo that you heard in the beginning of this lesson. And if you're wondering about the jam tracks that I used, you can find all those on Patreon along with the tabs and many other exclusive lessons, big discounts to all the items in my shop. So why not check it out? Join me on Patreon. The link is in the description below, of course. In 1995, I had the privilege of booking Curtis Gordon in my hometown, Rostock, in Germany. That's where I got the autograph. Yeah, very proud of this one. And what I had to do in order to make this happen, this gig happen, and actually to attend the show, this is all written in my book, Rock and Roll Fever. Some promotion here should be allowed. And of course, you will find many other entertaining and interesting stories in the book. The link is in the description below. If you enjoy the content here on my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, why not do it now? Hit the notification bell as well so you never miss a lesson like this one. Here's how to play Sittin' On Top of the World by Curtis Gordon. The solo in Sittin' On Top of the World by Curtis Gordon is quite tricky to play on the electric guitar. I will try to emulate the steel guitar as good as I can, but I will also show you some alternative ways of playing the solo when it gets too tricky, so this might be a little easier on your hands. We start like this. And this is already quite tricky if you don't have a solid body guitar. I'll show you another way in a second. But for now, we start with a pickup on the low E string, and then we go into the G chord here, F shape on the 15th fret. And with a pinky on the 15th fret, B string, which would make it a G6 chord, we play the melody, we create the melody. Now, if you can't reach the 15th fret here in the F shape, what you can do is this. Play the pickup like this on the E string, 10, 12, and then on the A string, 9, 10, and then you form this chord here, where the index is on the 10th fret, A string, the middle finger is flat on the 12th, and the pinky takes the 15th fret, and then you can play. Yeah, this would work as well. Then we go to this G chord here, or you can also use a bar chord. One more time. Then the chord progression changes to C, and you play something like this. Another tricky chord here. One more time. I use the thumb and my fingers here. Like this. What you could also do is play it like this. It's slightly different, but much easier. Then back to G, where you play. Notice the pull-offs here in bar 14. With a pinky. Another tricky thing. Then I play this chord with a thumb on the lower E string, 10th fret, and the melody goes like this. And if it's too tricky with a thumb here on the low E string, then you can just use the open A string. This would work as well. And then back to G. This time without the pull-offs. And now I will repeat the whole first part for you, the first 12 bars, at half the speed of the original. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, if you master the whole first part of the solo, then the second one shouldn't be too hard for you, because a lot of things repeat. So it starts here again on the 15th fret. I gotta squeeze tight here with your fingers to get clean sounds. Then you take off your pinky and just play the B and G string, together with a bass, of course. Same chord still, yeah. Then you move to the 10th fret. And this is a C7 chord in a shape that I've never used before, but it's a C7. You got the G here on the A string as the 5th, C on the D string as the root note, G again, and then the flat 7, the B flat. Then the chord progression moves back to G, where you play very similar stuff that you played in the first part of the solo. Then it goes to D, and we use a very similar chord shape again, but this time you have your index on the E and B string on the 7th fret, and the thumb, of course, on the bass here, 10th fret, to play back to G, to these pull-offs. Now I will repeat the whole second part and then the whole solo from Sittin' On Top of the World. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,